There are currently only 2 states in the United States as a whole that are not currently working on some form of voter suppression legislation. Just 2. In the other 48 states, they have either already passed legislation to curtail the voting rights of their citizens, or the Republicans in those states are actively working on legislation. Now, plenty of states have enough Democrats there who do not support these voter suppression bills, so those aren't going to go anywhere. But states where Republicans have complete control, which is a majority of states in this country, you'd better believe they're not giving up. And one of the main reasons they're able to do this right now on such a large scale, with hundreds of pieces of legislation out there being worked on at the state level, the reason they can do this is because Donald Trump is still out there today spreading his big lie that the election was somehow stolen from him, even though all of the evidence available suggests that nope, this was a legitimate election and everything was safe and secure. But because of Trump saying these things, he is continuing to brainwash the Republican base, state by state, into believing that we need to do things like not letting people vote by mail, closing down certain polling stations and crowding everybody into one, getting rid of early voting hours. All of these things have no impact whatsoever on fraud. They've existed for quite some time, and the system works out pretty dang well. Except it doesn't work out well for Republicans. And that's why, even when you have states where the Republicans admit, no, the election wasn't stolen, but we're still going to do these things because our Republican voters here have been brainwashed by Trump into thinking that, so it gives us cover to pass these pieces of legislation to disenfranchise mostly Democratic voters to secure our electoral victories in the future. If it weren't for voter suppression efforts over the last at least 20 years, the Republican Party would have virtually no power today. That's a fact. States like Florida, Ohio, Texas, other Midwest states that have gone through cycles of Republican and Democrat rule, they have put voting blocks in place. They have engaged in voter purges. Florida and Ohio, 2000 and 2004 elections, great example of that. All of these things are voter suppression, and all of these things are designed for one reason alone, and that is to make sure Republicans don't lose elections, because they know if everybody gets the right to vote and if everybody shows up and votes, they're done for. And the reason I say that that is a fact is because the Republicans have admitted it. Rand Paul has admitted it. Donald Trump has admitted it. Other Republicans serving in government over the last year have admitted to that. But as long as Trump goes out there and spreads the big lie, they will use that as cover to push these voting laws, because that is the only way they can maintain any power in this country today. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.